Hello guys, welcome back. I usually don't make videos like this, but I thought I would since this is such a cool series. So basically, I wanted to discover all of the lore of It's Time for the pretty popular object show. So I'll be going over all the lore scenes and series that I have on this show. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. In the second episode of It's Time for the, you can see Felt get eliminated, but he does it in a weird way. So basically, all of a sudden he just flashes to a news screen that's showing the weather before disappearing. Clock has an eerie look on his face as he eventually just glitches out and fades into nothingness. At the end of the episode, we see it flash to a weather screen, Jasonville extended forecast. Now, I want to go back to the scene that we just saw. See any similarities? Everything's pretty normal until you see a scene that says incoming call on Thursday. Seems weird, but then the screen glitches and fades to black once again. In episode 3, we have one of the first scenes that says the channel 57. Now this is an important thing, so don't forget about that. And then we see, once again, the news screen, before it flashing to a channel 55 this time. Seems like there's other objects in this world. In this episode for the challenge, we see Polka Dot travels through one of her mysterious polka dots, and then again we see the same boxy looking animation guy. But this guy's from a different channel, and Polka Dot managed to travel through here through one of her polka dots. Seems a bit weird, but she grabs the water for the challenge and comes back out. In the end credit scene, we see these objects that looking to be in some kind of baking show, but they're acting like normal humans almost like they're being recorded on a channel of some sort, like a baking show. But in the outro, it seems to be doing an outro like some sort of actual TV show. Let me play it again so I can show you.
It's time to start the show, Clock. What even is that thing they're all competing for? Well, an all-new episode of It's Time for the is next, here on Jasonville TV.
In this episode, we get the first look at the polka dot void. This quickly changes back to channel 57. In this scene, notice how Polka Dot was talking until he stepped on Clock and it made all of their voices go mute, even though they're talking. Seems pretty weird.
Vote for one of the members.
In the next scene, we see Clock, which appears to him be making popcorn, but on a different channel. In episode 5, we see Jasonville TV once again, but it seems to be playing a bunch of different channels. This one looks similar to MTV. It keeps showing this band play a pretty good song until it starts fading out. Once again, until it completely fades out into the polka dot void. Now we get to see a channel sign glitching out and all of the polka dots slowly zooming out on the world. In this episode, Wheel is eliminated, but instead of him normally being eliminated, he cracks into tiny pieces. Everyone watches in horror and his pain as he slowly cracks, slowly entering the polka dot void, before glitching out, and it shows another channel. Notice how right as everything happens, it switches to another channel, almost like they need maintenance to clean it up. Almost like Clock is controlling something. And then before you know it, it glitches back and everything's fine and returns to normal as the polka dot void closes. In this next scene, we see Calculator holding no way sign as he throws him right into the big giant wire connecting Clock's plug. No way sign just manages to grab onto the wire. he sees it glowing with all its energy as it slowly slips out until it snaps. As he falls, he sees the Channel 57 signs flash, and then it plays a very eerie scene with eerie music as all of the assets are just laying on the ground. In this next scene, we see Clock once again sitting on the couch with his popcorn beside him. He looks at the TV suddenly and sees a crack in it, just his shape. Looks like he's almost trying to break out of his channel. So this is basically where all the really lore parts end. This is just another channel ad thingy. They basically happen every episode, but yeah, I just decided to add it in if you wanted to see it. But yeah, this is a reference to one of the bounty ads, if you've ever seen that. But yeah. And I know what you guys are all saying, why didn't you add in DJ Fridge? But the real thing is, he's not really part of the lore, the really lore of it so far, but I don't know, maybe episode 7 can prove me wrong. In this very last scene, we see Clock, the cracked screen. He's looking really worried until he steps outside of the room and he looks up, but suddenly everything flashes to black. This ending credit scene, by the way, is a reference to Cartoon Network. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe so I can get to 1K, and yeah, have a good rest of your day.